Hi everyone, welcome back to Sri Sampath Vinayaka Learning channel. Now in this video we are going to discuss the examples and the exercise problems 3.3 of the chapter polynomials. Okay, here in this exercise 3.3 the first example is Sima. Here he asks us to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 and he asks us to verify the relationship between the zeros and its coefficients. For that we did already many problems in the try this and do this sections. Okay, similarly first we have to write the given polynomial. So let the given polynomial as p of x and we have to compare this polynomial with the standard form of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c and we have to write the values here. So by comparing x square plus 7x plus 10 with ax square plus bx plus c, our a value is 1 and b value is 7, c is 10. So now I have to calculate the zeros of the given quadratic polynomial. So zeros of p of x are p of x is equal to 0 we know. To calculate zeros of any polynomial, we must equalize the polynomial to 0. That is why p of x is equal to 0. That is x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. By that, x square, this 7x is going to be split as 2x plus 5x and plus 10. Okay, now that splitting is explained here. See, 10 into 1, 10. The 10 can be expressed as, okay, now product of two numbers 2 and 5 and the sum of 2 and 5 gives the middle term 7x. So similarly, we are going to take the common value from the first two and the last two. So here from the first two terms I am having x as common. So I am going to take out that x as common here. X into x plus 2 is the value and from the next two terms I am going to take out 5 common. Then x plus 2 is the common value here. By this equation I am going to take out x plus 2 as common. Then x plus 5 is the second factor. So here x is equal to minus 2 comma minus 5 is our zeros. That is why I am going to assume those zeros as one value as alpha, another value as beta. So let alpha is equal to minus 2 and beta is equal to minus 5. Therefore sum of zeros, these zeros I am going to sum. Minus 2 plus minus 5 that is minus 7. Okay, now I have to check whether this minus 7 is equal to minus b by a or not. So minus, write the empty bracket for b and the empty bracket for a. Fill the b value 7 and a value 1. See, minus 7 by 1 is nothing but minus 7. So this value is minus b by a. So sum of zeros is equivalent to minus b by a. It is verified. Now product of zeros alpha into beta, that is minus 2 into minus 5. That is minus 2 into minus 5 means plus 10. Now I have to check whether this 10 is equivalent to c by a or not. For that I am going to write empty bracket for c and empty bracket for a. So I have to fill the value. C value is 10, a value is 1. So 10 by 1. 10 by 1 is nothing but 10 only. So it is c by a. So product of zeros is also verified to c by a. Okay, now in this way we are going to find its zeros and we have to verify the relationship between the coefficients and zeros. Okay, now see example 4. Find the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3 and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients is asking. Firstly, you have to write the given polynomial. Let the given polynomial. See, let the given polynomial p of x is equal to x square. See, here x term is missing now, 0 into x minus 3. Okay, now compare the above polynomial with ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, na? That is a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, c is equal to minus 3. Okay, now we have to calculate the zeros of the given polynomial. So zeros of p of x or p of x is equal to 0. Okay, now here p of x is nothing but x square minus 3 is equal to 0. I am going to arrange that x square minus 3 as minus root 3 whole square ma, because now it is in the form of a square minus b square. So it can be expressed as x plus root 3 into x minus root 3 ma is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus root 3 comma plus root 3. So we have to assume either of the one value as alpha and other one as beta. Let alpha is equal to minus root 3 comma beta is equal to plus root 3. Okay na? Therefore sum of zeros. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta, that is equal to minus root 3 plus root 3. Okay, here these two are going to be cancelled, that is equal to 0. That is expressed as sigma. Minus b by a or not, we have to see. Minus b means what, my 0. By a means 1. Minus 0 by 1 means 0 only. So it is verified, that is minus b by a. So product of zeros. Alpha into beta ma, that is equal to minus root 3 into plus root 3, that is equal to minus 3. Okay, why? Because root 3 into root 3, 3 we know. So minus 3. Now we have to check whether it is equal to c by a or not. C means it is minus 3. A means 1. So minus 3 by 1 is equal to minus 3 only. So it is verified as c by a. So in this way we are going to verify the relationship between the zeros and its coefficient ma. See ma. Here is asking us to find the quadratic polynomial whose sum and product of zeros are minus 3 and 2. That means the given values minus 3 and 2 are sum of zeros and product of the zeros of the required quadratic polynomial. Firstly, we have to write, okay na, let the zeros of required quadratic polynomial or alpha comma beta. Okay, that is given sum of zeros. Okay na ma, what is the sum of zeros ma? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3. Okay, also given product of zeros. Alpha into beta is equal to 2. So see ma, here the given values are alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Firstly we have to identify what are the given things in the question. Okay now, here the sum of zeros and product of zeros he gave. Sometimes he is going to give you zeros, that is alpha and beta is going to give you. Okay, now you have to write the required. We know that required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of the zeros ma. So now you have to substitute those values here. X square minus, what is sum of zeros ma? Minus 3 into x plus product of zeros 2. Okay na? Now see, here nothing is there means the denominator is 1. So k into x square plus 3x plus 2. Okay, therefore for k is equal to 1, the quadratic polynomial is x square plus 3x plus 2. In this way we are going to solve the problem. Sometimes he is going to ask you the k value in bits. Okay, now if minus 3 comma 2 are the sum of zeros and product of zeros, then in the required quadratic polynomial the k value is, okay, now then you have to write directly this formula and then after to substitute those values. By that you have to calculate the k value ma. Understand? See my example 6. Find the quadratic polynomial if the zeros of it are 2 and minus 1 by 3 respectively is asking. Okay, firstly you have to notice what are the given values here. Here he gave you the zeros in the sense one is alpha, another one is beta. Firstly you have to write them perfectly ma. So let the zeros of the required quadratic polynomial are alpha comma beta. Firstly we have to write the required quadratic polynomial zeros are alpha comma beta. Given that alpha is equal to 2 comma beta is equal to minus 1 by 3 ma. Why? Because see, the zeros of the quadratic polynomial are 2 and minus 1 by 3 is said. Now you have to calculate sum of the zeros ma. Sum of zeros. What are the sum of zeros ma? Alpha plus beta we have to write. That is 2 plus minus 1 by 3. By taking out the LCM here, the LCM is 3. That is 6 minus 1, that is equal to 5 by 3. That is the sum of zeros ma. Similarly we have to write the product of zeros. See ma, product of zeros. Product of zeros means alpha into beta. So alpha into beta is equal to 2 into minus 1 by 3. That is equal to minus 2 by 3. These are the sum of zeros and product of zeros. Therefore, okay, now we know that required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta we have to write now. That is equal to k into x square minus alpha plus beta means 5 by 3 into x plus alpha beta means minus 2 by 3 ma. Now you have to take out the LCM. Here 3x square minus 5x minus 2 whole by 3. That is the LCM. Okay, for k is equal to 3, required quadratic polynomial is three x square minus 5x minus 2 ma. Okay, this is the procedure we are going to follow to solve this problem. Okay, see ma, example 7. It's a very important model. Here he is asking us to verify that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. Okay, and also he is asking us to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. For that we have to write the given polynomial p of x and we have to compare it with the standard form of the cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. By that we are going to write a value as 3, b value as minus 5, c value as minus 11 and d value as minus 3. Then after, see ma, here he asks us to check whether these are the zeros or not. We know that to check whether the given values are the zeros of a polynomial or not, we have to substitute that in the given polynomial. See, here just we have to substitute this 3 in the polynomial. So that is why I just arrange the polynomial with empty brackets. Then after I have to fill the values 3 here. So 3 into 3 cube means 3 into 27 it is. Okay, minus 5 into 9 minus 11 3s are 33 minus 3. See my this. Okay, 3 7s are 21, 3 2s are 6 plus 2 81 minus 45. Okay, minus 36 it is. Totally 81 minus 81, that is equal to 0 ma. That is P of 3 is equal to 0 we obtain. See, if some people are somewhat confused with simplifying these values, then you may write directly by substituting 3 directly equal to 0. Why? Because many of the times, mostly 99%, whatever the values given here, those are zeros. Okay, by substituting the P of 3 directly you may write 0 here. Now P of minus 1, just substitute minus 1 here. Okay, now see ma, 3 into minus 1 cube means 3 into minus 1. Minus 5 into it is 1. Minus 1 whole square means plus 1. It is plus 11 minus 3. See ma, here I am going to write 3 into minus 1 minus 3 minus 5. And this minus 3 I am going to write here and 11. That is minus 11 plus 11 is equal to 0. That is see ma, P of minus 1 is also 0. Okay, we obtain these two. Now P of minus 1 by 3. Just substitute minus 1 by 3 in the place of x. So see ma, minus 1 by 3 means see, this is minus 1 by, it is 9 ma. So see, why? Because 1 3 and 1 3 are going to be cancelled out of these 3. Okay, 3 3s. Now 5 into 1 by 9. Now it is minus of minus plus 11 by 3 minus 3 1. See, it is minus 1 minus 5, that is minus 6. Minus 6 by 9. Okay na? Minus 6 by 9 means what ma? Minus 6 by 9 means, tell me. Minus 2 by 3. Okay, that is equal to, see ma, here I am going to write minus 3 and minus 11 by, that means plus 11 by 3. It is minus 2 plus 11, that is minus, see ma, minus 2 plus 11 means plus 3, sorry, plus 9 I am going to get, that is plus 3. So minus 3 plus 3, that is equal to 0. So see, P of 3 is equal to 0, P of minus 1 is equal to 0, and P of minus 1 by 3 is also 0. So that 3 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x. So I am going to assume one of that as alpha, another one as beta, another one as gamma. So sum of zeros we know, alpha plus beta plus gamma. That is 3 plus minus 1 plus minus 1 by 3. This is 2 ma. So 2 minus 1 by 3, that is 6 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 5 by 3. Now I have to check that is equal to minus b by a or not. So see, minus b means what here? Minus 5. So by a means 3. So minus of minus 5 by 3 means it is 5 by 3 only. So this is equivalent to minus b by a. That means sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma, is equivalent to minus b by a. So the zeros and their coefficients are verified. Now sum of product of two zeros. So alpha into beta, beta means minus 1. It is minus 1 minus 1 by 3. Next minus 1 by 3 and 3. See ma, it is minus 3. Minus of minus plus 1 by 3. Okay na ma? Next, it is minus 1. Understand ma? So it is minus, see ma, minus 4 plus 1 by 3. 4 3s are, see ma, 12 plus 1 by 3, that is equal to minus 11 by 3. This is equivalent to C by A or not, we have to check. Yes, C is equal to C ma, minus 11. A means 3, that is equal to C by A. Here also the sum of the product of two zeros is verified because its sum is equal to C by A. Now product of zeros. Product of zeros in the sense it is 3 minus 1 by 3. Here this 3 and 3 are going to be cancelled. It is 1. Product of zeros we obtain 1. This 1 is equivalent to minus d by a or not, we have to see. Minus d by a. What is minus d? See ma, d means minus 3. Minus d means minus of minus 3. A means 3. So minus of minus 3 by 3 means it is 1 only. That can be expressed as d by a. So see ma, sum of zeros and the coefficients of the given polynomial are verified. It is a very important problem ma. So now we are going to start the exercise 3.3 ma. So here see, the first question is find the zeros of the polynomial, okay, and we have to find the relationship between their coefficients and zeros also. For that here see ma, the first question here is p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. We are assuming it as p of x, is not given anything, okay. For that, let the given polynomial p of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. Okay, as we discussed such type of problems earlier, just we have to compare this with ax square plus bx plus c to write its coefficients. So here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2 and c is equal to minus 8. Now we are going to calculate the zeros. Okay, after obtaining those zeros, we are going to verify the relationship between those zeros and these coefficients. Therefore, zeros of p of x are p of x is equal to 0. Okay, and that is why we are going to equalize that x square minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. That is, this minus 8 into 1 minus 8 Now this minus 8 going to be split into two values, that is 2 into minus 4. Okay, to obtain the middle term minus 2 Okay, now x square plus 2x minus 4x minus 8 is equal to 0. Then from the first two terms, if I am going to take out x as common, then x into x plus 2 minus 4 into x plus 2. In these two terms, now I am having x plus 2 as common, no, x plus 2 into x minus 4. That is why x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to 4. So out of these two values, one is taken as alpha, another one as beta. So let alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to 4 Therefore, these are the zeros now. We are going to check the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. So find sum of zeros. Sum of zeros in the sense alpha plus beta, that is minus 2 plus 4, that is equal to 2 Now this obtained result 2 is equivalent to minus b by a or not, we have to see. For that, just write empty minus of b by a, empty b and empty a. In the place of b, write this minus 2, in the place of a, write 1. So minus b by a. So now check this is equivalent to 2 or not. Minus of minus 2 by 1 means 2 only. So it is equivalent to minus b by a. So sum of the zeros is verified. Now coming to the product of zeros, alpha into beta, that is sigma, minus 2 into 4, that is minus 8. Now I have to check this minus 8 is equivalent to c by a or not. So minus 8 by 1, that is c by a. Verified, no? Now coming to the second question, here he gave the polynomial as 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So this polynomial in terms of s. So let us assume this polynomial as p of s. So given polynomial assumed as p of s is equal to 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Now I have to compare this polynomial p of s square with a of as square plus bs plus c. Why? Because it is in terms of s, no? Write the standard form also in terms of s. So here a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 1. Now find the zeros of p of s. So we know that p of s zeros are p of s is equal to 0. So 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is equal to 0 we have to write. Now this 1 into 4, 4. We have to split this 4 into 2 terms such that whose product is 4 and whose sum is minus 4. Okay. So minus 2 into minus 2 So this middle term is going to be split into minus 2s comma minus 2s. So 4s square minus 2s plus 1. From the first two terms I am going to take out 2s as common. 2s into 2s minus 1. Here minus 1 common, 2s minus 1. In these two terms I am having 2s minus 1 now. So 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1 is equal to 0 So s is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, 2 times I have to write. So alpha is equal to 1 by 2 and beta is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, therefore sum of zeros 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 1 we know. Half plus half is equal to 1. So now I have to check this 1 is equal into minus b by a or not. Minus empty bracket by empty bracket. B means c minus 4. So minus of minus 4 by a means 4. So it is equivalent to 1 only, no? So that is why it is equivalent to minus b by a. Product of zeros alpha into beta. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. Now I have to verify this 1 by 4 is equivalent to c by a or not. C. So empty bracket by empty bracket I am going to write. In the place of first empty bracket I have to write c. C value is 1, a value is 4. 1 by 4. That is equivalent to 1 by 4. In this way we are going to verify the relationship. C. Third question. Here we gave the polynomial p of x as 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. That means the given terms are not in an order. So let the given polynomial as p of x is equal to 6x square minus 7x minus 3. You have to arrange the given polynomial in an order. So I'm going to assume this polynomial as p of x, and that is expressed as 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Okay, we have to compare this polynomial with again ax square plus bx plus c, and here I am going to write its coefficients as a is equal to 6, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to minus 3. Now I have to calculate the zeros, because to compare it with the coefficients. Okay, zeros of p of x are p of x is equal to 0. Now that is 6x square minus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0 I have to write. Now I have to split the middle term. So minus 3 into 6 minus 18 it is. This minus 18 is going to be split into two numbers such that their product is equal to minus 18 and the sum is equal to minus 7. So 2 into minus 9 is the required numbers. So 6x square plus 2x minus 9x minus 3 is equal to 0. From the first two terms I am going to take out 2x as common. Then 2x into 3x plus 1. From these two terms I am going to take out minus 3 as common. So 3x plus 1. So 3x plus 1 into 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to minus 1 by 3 and x is equal to 3 by 2. These are the obtained x values, that is zeros. So let one 0 as alpha, another 0 as beta. Therefore sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. Do the LCM here. The LCM is 6. So minus 2 plus 9 by 6. That is nothing but 7 by 6. This 7 by 6 is equivalent to minus b by a or not, we have to see. For that, just keep that minus of empty bracket by empty bracket. In the place of b, write b value as minus 7 and a value as 6. So see, minus of minus 7 by 6 is nothing but 7 by 6 only. So the sum of zeros are verified as minus b by a. So it is clear. Next, product of zeros alpha into beta, that is minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. Okay, just multiply them. Minus 1 into 3 minus 3 by 6. So minus 3 by 6 is equivalent to c by a or not, we have to see. Further, just write empty bracket by empty bracket. And now fill the empty bracket c value as minus 3 and a value as 6. So see, minus 3 by 6 is also equivalent to minus 3 by 6. So the product of zeros is verified as c by a. Similarly, the fourth question here. Similarly, the fourth question here is, let the given polynomial p of u. Why? Because the given polynomial is in terms of u. So p of u is equal to 4u square plus 8u plus 0. So we have to compare this with the standard form au square plus bu plus c. So a is equal to 4, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 0 here. Now we have to calculate the zeros of the given polynomial p of u. So zeros of p of u are p of u is equal to 0. So 4u square plus 8u is equal to 0. Here no need to split the middle term because directly we are going to take out the 4u as common. 4u into u plus 2. So send this 4 to right hand side, then u into u plus 2 is equal to 0. Then u is equal to 0 or u is equal to minus 2 are our zeros. So u alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to minus 2 we are going to consider. Now sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to 0 plus minus 2, that is equal to minus 2. Now I have to verify whether this minus 2 is equivalent to minus b by a or not. So minus b by a I have to write in terms of empty brackets. Now I have to fill that minus b means 8, a means 4. So see, minus 8 by 4 is nothing but minus 2 only. So it is verified as minus b by a. Product of zeros alpha into beta, that is 0 into minus 2 is equal to 0. Now I have to check whether this 0 is equal to c by a or not. So write empty bracket by empty bracket. In the place of first empty bracket write c value 0 and a value 4. So c by a. Yes, it is verified. Okay na? See fifth question. Let the given polynomial p of t is equal to t square 0 into t minus 15. Why? Because the given polynomial in terms of t, I have to assume it as p of t. So again I have to compare this polynomial with at square plus bt plus c. By that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to minus 15. Therefore the zeros of p of t are p of t is equal to 0. So t square minus 15 is our p of t, so that is equal to 0. Now see here no need to split it into two terms, the middle term. Okay, because it is in the form of a square minus b square if you are going to arrange that 15 as root 15 whole square. So that is why it's very simple, Nama. This 15 is going to be expressed as root 15 whole square here to simplify it easily. Okay. So t square minus root 15 whole square. Ma. So it is in the form of a square minus b square. So it can be expressed as, okay, now t plus root 15 into t minus root 15 is equal to 0. By that t is equal to minus root 15 and t is equal to plus root 15. Ma. So assume one of those two values as alpha, another one as beta. Therefore the sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus root 15 plus root 15. Ma. That is equal to 0. These 15 and minus root 15 are root 15 and minus root 15 are going to be cancelled now. So this 0 is equivalent to minus b by a or not, we have to check. So minus of empty bracket by empty bracket. B means here 0, a means 1. So minus of 0 by 1. So this is equivalent to 0 or not? Yes. So it is equivalent to minus b by a. So sum of the zeros are verified. Now product of zeros alpha into beta. So minus root 15 into plus root 15. Minus into plus minus. Root 15 into root 15, 15. So now I have to check this root 15 is, minus 15 is equal to c by a or not. So just write empty bracket c by empty bracket a. So in the place of c write minus 15 a 1. So minus 15 by 1. So it is c by a, verified. Okay. Similarly the last problem, Sima. Let the given polynomial p of x is equal to 3x square minus x minus 4. I have to compare the above polynomial with ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 1 and c is equal to minus 4. Now I have to find its zeros. Zeros of p of x are p of x is equal to 0. That is c. 3x square minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. So I have to split this minus 1 into 2 times. Okay, now such that minus 4 into 3 minus 12 number. So it is going to be split into 2, whose sum is going to be minus 1 and whose product is going to be minus 12. So 3x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 4 is equal to 0. From the first two terms take out 3x as common, then x plus 1 is the remaining value. Take out minus 4 as the common, then x plus 1 is the second value. Okay, now x plus 1 into 3x minus 4. So x is equal to here minus 1 and x is equal to plus 4 by 3. These are the zeros of the polynomial p of x. So assume those two as one as alpha, another one as beta. So let alpha is equal to minus 1 and beta is equal to 4 by 3. Therefore sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 plus 4 by 3. That is by taking LCM minus 3 plus 4 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3. Now I have to verify whether that 1 by 3 is equivalent to minus b by a or not. Minus of b by a, minus of empty bracket by a. B means here minus 1, a means 3. So minus 1, a is going to be filled here. Now minus of minus 1 means plus 1 by 3. That is equivalent to 1 by 3 only. So it is verified as minus b by a. Now product of zeros. See minus 1 into 4 by 3. So minus 4 by 3. Now I have to verify this minus 4 by 3 equal to c by a or not. So minus 4 by 3. Yes, it is verified. Okay. In this way we are going to solve the quadratic polynomials comparing with its zeros and coefficients. Okay. See in the second question he asks us to find the quadratic polynomial in each case with the given numbers as sum and product of its zeros respectively. That means here we have to clearly notice that the given values are sum and product of the zeros. That means one value is alpha plus beta, another value is alpha into beta. Okay, Nama. That is why clearly we have to write that the given sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4 and product of zeros alpha into beta, that is equal to minus 1. We know that the required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of zeros. This is the formula. Okay, you have to remember. Now k into x square minus, in the place of alpha plus beta I am having 1 by 4 and in the place of alpha beta I am having minus 1. And I am going to take out the LCM. Here the LCM is 4. So 4x square minus x minus 4. Okay, if I am going to write k is equal to 4, then this polynomial becomes 4x square minus x minus 4. That is why for k is equal to 4, whatever the denominator you are going to obtain, that is your k value ma. So k is equal to 4. The required quadratic polynomial is 4x square minus x minus 4 ma. Similarly, see here the given sum of zeros is root 2, product of zeros is 1 by 3. So alpha plus beta is equal to root 2, alpha beta is equal to 1 by 3. So required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. In the place of alpha plus beta I am going to write root 2, and in the place of alpha beta I am going to write 1 by 3 ma. Okay, here the LCM is 3. So 3x square minus 3 root x plus 1 whole by 3. Here the denominator is 3 now. So for k is equal to 3, the required quadratic polynomial is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. Okay, Nama. In the same way, here you gave 0 root 5. That means sum of zeros is 0 and product of zeros is root 5. Then we know the required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. In the place of alpha plus beta write 0. In the place of alpha beta write root 5. So here the denominator is 1 no, nothing is there in the sense 1. So for k is equal to 1, the required quadratic polynomial is x square plus root 5. Okay, Nama. See, here sometimes he asks you to find the k value. Then you have to do this one and write the denominator as k value. Okay, in some bits he is going to ask you the k value also. Clear? See, the fourth question here is 1, 1 he gave the sum of zeros and product of zeros. So here sum of zeros is 1, product of zeros is 1. We know that the required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. In the place of alpha plus beta we are going to write 1 and we are going to write 1 in the place of alpha beta. So k into x square minus x plus 1. Here nothing is there in the denominator, so we have to write 1. So for k is equal to 1, the required quadratic polynomial is x square minus x plus 1. Similarly, here he gave the sum of zeros as minus 1 by 4, product of zeros as 1 by 4. Then I am going to substitute those in the required quadratic polynomial. Sum of zeros means minus 1 by 4, product of zeros means 1 by 4. Take out the LCM as 4. So 4x square plus x plus 1 by 4. Okay, now here the denominator is 4 now. So for k is equal to 4, the required quadratic polynomial is 4x square plus x plus 1. Okay, now 4, 1 is given as sum of zeros and product of zeros. Therefore, we are going to substitute those values in the required quadratic polynomial k into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So in the place of alpha plus beta write 4, in the place of alpha beta write 1. So here nothing is there in the denominator, so write denominator as 1. So for k is equal to 1, the required quadratic polynomial is x square minus 4x plus 1. Okay. Here in this question, firstly you have to identify or notice what are the given values. Sometimes it's going to give you the zeros. Okay, na? Then those are considered as one as alpha, another one as beta. But here in this case he gave sum of zeros and product of zeros. That means in the given two values, the first value is sum of zeros and the second value is product of zeros. Understand ma? See ma? Here is asking us to write the quadratic polynomial for the zeros alpha, beta given in each case. That means here the given values, one is alpha, another one is beta. Okay, now in the previous problem, he gave the sum of zeros and product of zeros. That means in the two values, the first one is sum of zeros and the second one is product of zeros. In the previous case, that is. Now here he gave the zeros. That is, one is alpha, another one is beta. Understand? So let the given zeros alpha is equal to 2, beta is equal to minus 1. Okay, Nama? So then sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to 2 plus minus 1, that is equal to 1. Product of zeros alpha into beta, that is 2 into minus 1, that is equal to minus 2. We know that required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus sum of zeros into x product of zeros. So k into x square minus sum of zeros is 1, product of zeros is minus 2. So x square minus x minus 2 whole by 1. Here the denominator is 1, so k is equal to 1. For k is equal to 1, the required quadratic polynomial is x square minus x minus 2. Similarly, here also he gave the zeros. One is alpha, another one is beta ma. So sum of zeros, root 3 plus minus root 3. Those are going to be cancelled and the sum of zeros is 0. Product of zeros, alpha into beta, that is root 3 into minus root 3, that is equal to minus 3. So required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So x square minus 0 into x plus minus 3. So k into x square minus 3. Here the denominator is 1. So for k is equal to 1, the required quadratic polynomial is x square minus 3 ma. Okay. See ma, here third one. 1 by 4 comma minus 1, he gave the zeros. Okay, that means here alpha is equal to 1 by 4, beta is equal to minus 1. Therefore sum of zeros 1 by 4 plus minus 1 ma. So here take the LCM ma. Here the LCM is 4. So 1 minus 4 by 4, that is minus 3 by 4. And product of zeros 1 by 4 into minus 1, that is minus 1 by 4. Therefore the required quadratic polynomial k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros ma. So k into x square minus of minus 3 by 4 into x plus minus 1 by 4. Now take the LCM as 4 ma, then 4x square plus 3x minus 1. Therefore for k is equal to 4. Why? Because the denominator is 4 no. So for k is equal to 4, the required quadratic polynomial is 4x square plus 3x minus 1 ma. And the fourth one, here he gave the zeros as 1 by 2 comma 3 by 2. Therefore here see the given zeros alpha is equal to 1 by 2, beta is equal to 3 by 2. I have to calculate sum of zeros no. Sum of zeros is equal to 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2, that is equal to 4 by 2. Why? Because these are like fractions, so that is 2. Product of zeros means 1 by 2 into 3 by 2, that is 3 by 4. So therefore required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Here see ma, the sum of zeros is 2 and product of zeros is 3 by 4. So by taking 4 as LCM, 4x square minus 8x plus 3. Okay, that is for k is equal to 4, the required quadratic polynomial is 4x square minus 8x plus 3 ma. Okay, this is the last question of this exercise 3.3. He is asking us to verify that 1 minus 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial x cube plus 3x square minus x minus 3 or not. And also is asking us to check the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. Okay, that is why firstly we have to write the given polynomial as p of x ma. So let the given polynomial p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square minus x minus 3. I have to compare it with the standard form of the cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, because I have to write the coefficients here. The coefficients a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3, c is equal to minus 1, d is equal to minus 3. Now I have to check whether these are the zeros of the polynomial or not. For that just I have to substitute that 1 in the place of variable. So for that see firstly you have to write the polynomial with empty brackets, then after fill the ones. Okay, if you don't know how to solve this, then write directly 0 ma. Why? Because definitely you are going to get it as 0. So see 1, 3 into 1 square means 3, minus 1 minus 3. See, plus 3 minus 3 minus 1 plus 1 are going to be cancelled. So p of 1 value we are obtaining 0. So see here minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. See ma, minus 1 whole cube means it is minus 1. If you don't know, write directly 0 here ma. Okay, and 3 into minus 1 whole square means 3 into plus 1, that is 3. Minus of minus 1 plus 1 and it is minus 3. Here again minus 3 plus 3 and minus 1 plus 1 are going to be cancelled. Here also 0. Now p of minus 3, that is minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 ma. So minus 3 whole cube means minus 27 plus 3 into minus 3 square means 9 ma. 9 into 3 27 it is. It is plus 3 and it is minus 3. Plus 3 minus 3 27 minus 27 are going to be cancelled, then it is 0 ma. See, that means p of 1 we obtain 0, p of minus 1 we obtain 0, p of minus 3 also we obtain 0. That means this see 1 minus 1 minus 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x. Okay, so we are going to write one of these three values as alpha, another one as beta, another one as gamma. So alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to minus 1, gamma is equal to minus 3 ma. Now you have to write the sum of zeros. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta plus gamma ma. So 1 plus minus 1 plus minus 3. Here plus 1 and minus 1 are going to be cancelled and the remaining value is minus 3. Now we have to check whether this minus 3 is equivalent to minus b by a or not. For that just write the empty brackets, minus of empty bracket by empty bracket. In the place of this write b ma. What is b here? 3. A means 1. So 3 by 1 I have to write. Now check this, minus 3 by 1 means minus 3 only. Yes, it is verified, that is minus b by a. Now sum of product of two zeros ma. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So 1 into minus 1. Next minus 1 into minus 3. Next minus 3 into 1. See ma, 1 into minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 3 plus 3. Minus 3 into 1 minus 3 ma. So here minus 3 and plus 3 are going to be cancelled. Then the remaining value is minus 1. Now I have to check that minus 1 is equivalent to c by a or not. So see ma, minus 1 no, so just write empty bracket by empty bracket. In the place of a first empty bracket write c. C is equal to minus 1, a is equal to 1. So minus 1 by 1. So minus 1 by 1 is equivalent to minus 1 only. So that is c by a. Okay. Now product of zeros, alpha into beta into gamma ma. So 1 into minus 1 into minus 3. Okay. So that is 3. Okay, now minus of minus 3 by 1. Okay. So minus d by a, that is. Okay nama, that is the product of zeros is also verified. Okay na. In this manner we are going to solve the cubic polynomial. It's very important. Okay. I hope you understand everyone. We will meet in the next video.